if you were to give advice, and not necessarily your industry specific as a tattoo artist, but you can tap in on that. What would you say to somebody who's just starting their business, or maybe a new female entrepreneur? What kind of advice would you give them?
I would say for me, it's really easy to kind of be really worried about what other people are thinking of me, especially in this day and age, like when the majority of stuff is online. Even if you're doing like a service where you're one-on-one with people, you're going to be promoting online, you're going to be showcasing your work online, or, if you're opening your own restaurant, a lot of it's based on reviews and things like that. So it's very easy to fall into that trap of believing what other people say about you. I just watched this, man, I wish I remembered his name. I watched TED Talks a lot, and I watched one yesterday, and he said, we will never rise above the opinion that we have about ourselves. And it's like, for me, when I hear other people either talk crap about me or be like, oh no, you shouldn't be doing that, or oh God, it's so cringe when people like post selfies or, like toot their own horn or whatever on the internet. I internalize that a little bit, and I get like kind of like, man, no, I'm doing too much. I'm being too loud. I'm being too self-absorbed. But like, when I heard that yesterday, it's like, you really have to have the highest opinion of yourself. I mean, obviously it's good to be well balanced and objective, but you should really be your biggest cheerleader, because you're the person who is running your business. And if you're going to let all of that negativity and other people's perspective creep in, it's only inhibiting you. It's only hurting you. It's not hurting them. It's not making them happier. It's not making them, uh, it doesn't matter about them. It really just is you building your own business, and you have to start your opinion of yourself way high so that you can grow and have sustained energy to keep going. Because if you're an entrepreneur, you're going to feel like crap a lot of the time. And you
It's
don't need
true.
your own enemy. You have to love yourself, really. You have to be the type of person that you want to see more of, to show up for yourself every day.
Yeah, it's funny when you were talking, it made me think of a couple things, which was not beating ourselves up. It's really easy to do that. The world is going to knock us down. We're going to get hit from, like you said, people's perceptions, people's opinions. We don't need to add to that. You
No.
know, and I always like to refer to it as tuning out the noise. There's a lot of noise, and being very selective of what we hear and what we choose to take part of. And I always tell people to soar so high that you can't hear the opinions of other people.
Yeah.
Fly up there, be your person, put yourself up, and not putting yourself on a pedestal where you think you're better than anybody, but really, for when I've shared this with other people as well, and I've shared on this podcast probably a few times as well, find people that you value their opinion and listen to them. Find
Yes.
people who are where you want to be, and those are the people you listen to. Everyone's going to have a story. Everyone's going to have something negative to say, why you can't do it, why you're not good enough, why it's not the right thing, but unless they're doing it, they have no opinion.
Mm-hmm. Well, I will say this. We were talking about like the people that you surround yourself with, as far as being like, positive, supportive people and stuff like that. There's something very scary about starting out as an entrepreneur, or elevating yourself as an entrepreneur, like you are branching out into new things, or even just trying to better yourself in whatever craft or thing you're doing. It's really kind of scary, because there's these people, you have your safety net baseline of people around you who you're familiar with, you're comfortable with, and you really have to be okay with losing all of those people. It's very lonely being a entrepreneur, or even just someone who's trying to better themselves, when you have friends around you who are not interested in those things. I mean, I feel like I've lost the majority of my friends. I really only have like two or three close friends, and that's including my husband in my life. Because in order to evolve and grow, you kind of have to shed this stuff. And it doesn't mean like don't ever talk to these people again, but it's like you gotta go a different direction. And if they want to meet you when you're there later, then that's beautiful. But, don't be afraid to be alone, because once you start setting your compass in the direction that you want to go, there's people on the other side. There's more people. It's not like you're going to be alone forever. And the people that you're going to network with and come in contact with are going to be better suited towards your goals and your ambitions than the people that are in your past.
That's really solid. And I love that you brought that up, because it is a lonely journey, and we do sometimes outgrow people, and not intentionally. It's just what happens. We do outgrow people, and then we grow into new people and new relationships and new mindsets. And I think life is ever evolving. And when we can do that, and like you said, you're not cutting people out, or you're not saying I'm never going to talk to you again. It's just you're moving in a different direction, and sometimes you're going this way and somebody else is going that way, or you'll still pick up a phone and say hello every now and then, and you might grab a cup of coffee or lunch, but they don't need to be your bestie and hanging out 24/7. And
Right.
that's, it does get lonely, and sometimes it gets frustrating, but that's really great.
Hey, me again. I just wanted to pop in quickly and say thank you for supporting the channel and for being with us for months on end when we were trying to do this new project. So if you enjoyed today's video, remember that the easiest way to support our channel is to like, share and subscribe if you haven't already. And give a chance to all the entrepreneurs to see all sides of business, not just the laptop lifestyle, not just the overnight successes or the fads or the magic methods, but also the bad and the ugly aspects of building a movement, of building a solid business. This is what I'm striving to do here at all times with my guests. So if you really enjoyed this video, please consider supporting the channel in that way. And if you enjoyed it, why not click on one of the videos showing up on the screen right now? Thanks again.